So my name's Andy. I'm a tutor. I do math, SAT mostly. If anyone needs tutoring, feel free to text me down below. That's my number. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over the entire, what's it called? SAT. So at least the math section, the no calculator math section. So feel free to follow along. If you have any questions, just comment down below. And again, if you ever need any one-on-one private tutoring, I do sessions over Skype. So just check out my number below in the description. X minus 1 over 3, right, equals K. And then K equals 3. You're just going to substitute x minus 1 over 3 equals 3, right? And then you're going to multiply both sides. X minus 1 equals 9. So your answer is 10. All right. For I, okay, so over here, you're just going to add like terms. That's going to be 7 minus 8 plus 3i plus 9i. And then you treat the i's like variables. So it's going to give you negative 1 plus 12i. It's A. All right, for 3, okay, over here, you're just multiplying. Whenever you see each, you're multiplying. So it's going to be 5m plus 4p. This is easy. The 108 is always, if you have y equals mx plus b, the outlier, which is b, 108 is always the starting point. So your answer is literally b. Maybe I should start putting a check mark or something. That's B. All right. Okay, over here, you're gonna have to distribute. So when you distribute, you have to distribute this first because multiplication is first before we combine everything. Water break. Alright, so when you distribute, that's going to give you x, positive x squared y, plus negative 3, or you could just say negative 3 xy squared plus 3y squared. And then you're going to combine that with this one, x squared y minus 3y squared plus 5xy squared. Okay, well, 5xy squared and 3xy squared are like terms. So that's going to give you 2xy squared. 3y squared minus 3y squared is 0. X squared y plus x squared y is going to give you 2x squared y. So your answer is going to be C. Okay, for number 6, increase each year is going to be 3. That's the coefficient, or m. And then, so it's 3. Over here, basically, the only way to cancel, this is a little bit confusing when it says which gives p in terms of m, r, and n. All you gotta do is you just, this is how I say it, right? So if we have y equals 2 over 1, say it's a fraction, right? Y equals 2 over 1x, right? Or we can even say, how about we say, y m equals 2 over 1 p, right? And you'd have to cancel out the 2 over 1. The only way to do it is to multiply by its reciprocal. That's going to give you 1 over 2 m equals p. So in the same way, whatever the reciprocal of this is, that's what p is. Whatever the reciprocal of this times m is going to give you what p is. So the reciprocal of this, you just flip it. So this is at the top and this is at the bottom now, which is going to be b. Okay, if a over b equals 2, so there's a couple ways of doing this. I like just plugging in numbers that work. So if a over b equals 2, well, then a could be 2, right? And then b would have to be 1. What's the value of 4b over a? That's going to be 4 times 1 over 2, which is going to equal 2. Over here, what's the solution? There's a couple ways you can do this. You could elimination, and then the next time we get into a situation like this, I might just do substitution so you guys can see. So 3x plus 4y equals negative 23. And when I'm doing elimination, I want to line up the x's and the y. So now we're going to have negative x plus 2y equals negative 19. Now I want to multiply both of these sides either by, well, this is already negative, so I can multiply this by 3. And then this is going to be 3 and negative 3. Now we have the same thing at the top. And then we have negative 3x plus 6y equals negative 19 times 3, which is negative 57. Now you can add these, cancel out. That's going to give you 10y equals negative 0.90. Okay, so for this one, let me see. Negative 3x. All right. Yeah, 6y, 10y equals. There it is. 10y equals negative 80. Y equals negative 8. So the only one that has y equaling negative 8 is b. Okay, for the function g defined above, a is a constant and g4 equals 8. What is the value of g of 4, or g of negative 4? Well, if g of 4 is 8, that's literally saying when x is 4, y is 8. So y is going to be 8. This is y. G of x is y. Y equals 8. And then a, and then, well, a just stays there. 4 is substituted for x. And now we have to solve for a. So now 8 equals 16a plus 24 minus 24 on both sides, negative 16 equals 16a. So then negative 1 equals a. All right, so now negative 1 equals a. And now you're going to have y equals negative 1x squared plus 24. All right, so now you have to figure out what's the value when you plug in negative 4 for x. So now we have y. It's going to be pretty simple. Remember, you have to do squared first because it's a PEMDAS, and you're always doing parentheses, PEMDAS, right? Parentheses, exponent, there's nothing to do in the parentheses, so we're going to do exponent. Negative 4 squared is going to be 16 times negative 1 is going to be negative 16 plus 24 equals 8. So your answer is 8. All right, in the equations above, B and C represent the, okay, so what is the price per pound of beef when it's equal to the chicken? So what is the X, the price? Actually, X is not even the price. X is the number of weeks. So we got to figure out first, how many weeks will they be at the same price? And then we figure out the price from there. So what is the price per pound of beef when it's equal to the price per pound of chicken? All you got to do here is 2.35. You make them equal to each other literally. So equals 1.75 plus 0.4x. Okay, you just move everything around, minus 1.75 on both sides. All right, so that's gonna cancel out, right? And then you're gonna have 0. So you're gonna have 6. plus 0.25x equals 0.4x. Now you're gonna minus 0.25x minus 0.25x. Now you're gonna have 0.6 equals 0.15x. Divide both sides by 0.15. 6 divided by, or you could just say 60 divided by 15 is 4. So x equals 4. That's telling you after 4 weeks they're going to be the same price. So we can substitute 4 for x. 25 cents times 4 is 1 plus 235 is going to be 335. So D is your answer. All right, let's make this the last one. A line in the xy plane passes through the origin and has, okay, well, if it passes through the origin, so if, for you guys who don't know, this is the origin. It's the number right in the middle, so that's going to make it 0, 0, right? Which means if we have a line y equals mx plus b, right? The line is going to go through the axis, but it's going to have, that's the y-intercept, is going to be at 0. So b is literally 0, so it's really just y equals mx. And m is the slope, so it's telling you it has a slope of 1 out of 7x, right? It has a slope of 1 out of 7, so that's going to be your equation. And then all you got to do is plug in each one to see what happens. I mean, if we plug in 0 for x, we can plug in x and y. Does 7 equal 1 out of 7 times 0? No, it doesn't equal that. So we're going to put, no, it does not equal, right? And then we can cancel it out. How about 1 out of 7? No, because y 7 does not equal 1 out of 7 times 1. 1 out of 7 times 1 is 1 out of 7. And 7 does not equal 1 out of 7 times 7. So it has to automatically be D. Oops. Kind of new with this stuff, so here we'll put a check mark. There we go. Ta-da. Too many check marks. Oh, okay. Now I'm just messing up. All right, well, I think that's gonna be it. So if you guys, where is the eye of this camera? So if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. And if you need tutoring, again, click the link down below. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.